Hello guys, I'm starting my intro a little bit early. Anyways, hello, my name is Kuliyoshi, and I'm going to be playing a new game that for Nintendo Switch. Well, actually one that's been out for a couple of years or something. But we're going back to one of the games that has been in my childhood for a little bit, but one I've only had fond memories of. SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom in a Rehydrated format now. We are playing this on the Nintendo Switch, and I'm doing this instead of other stuff because it has a really quick intro and I want to get into the game as soon as possible. So yeah, in case you don't know what this game was, this was initially released as Battle for Bikini Bottom on PS2, GameCube, and then Xbox later. It was one of the popular games of its decade, but after a couple of years, it kind of died down for quite a bit. And then people decided to speedrun it quite a bit, and that has revived the game quite a bit as a result. So with that in mind, they were actually able to make a second game, essentially the same one, because yeah, the speedrun, they knew that people were still interested. And we're not going to show the normal spot, we'll just go straight into the game, because yeah, this game definitely has some really good voice acting, and out of all the SpongeBob games, this is probably one of most people's favorites because it's really good. It's decently difficult. It's not normally too hard.
A normally peaceful undersea sanctuary.
Yeah.
Today it will be transformed into a theater of pure horror, wherein our little yellow friend will play the starring role.
Today is the big day. I have devised an ingenious plan to finally steal the Krabby Patty formula. And if Bikini Bottom happens to get demolished in the process, oh well. With my brand new Duplicator 3000, I'll clone an army of robots that will wreak mayhem and destruction at my command. One last review of the checklist. Let's see. Item number 1, is Plankton a genius? Answer yes. Okay, checklist complete. Throw in the switch. Welcome, my perfectly obedient robot army. Hang on. I want to get a photo for my scrapbook. Hey, hello? What do you think you're doing? Oh, no, wait! But I'm your master! I made you! No! Oh, my good China!
Another perfect day playing robots and racehorses.
Yeah, only I keep getting the racehorses and the robots mixed up.
Wouldn't it be great if we had real robots to play with, Patrick? I'd name mine Robo Jr. or Zorlon or maybe Frankie.
Yeah, these unreal robots are getting boring. Hey, what if we put the robots in here?
Oh, how shellfish of you.
It's not just any shell. It's my magic wishing shell.
Wow, that's great, Patrick.
So we put the toy robots in here.
Okay.
Then we say the magic wishing words and shake the magic wishing shell.
Okay.
Then we go to sleep, and in the morning, we'll have real robots to play with!
But Patrick, aren't we going to say the magic wishing words?
You already did!
So, okay is the magic wishing word?
It used to be Alakazama Alabala Wiesna Tikitana Fushbar Griddle Bits von Wiederschnauzer, but I kept forgetting it.
Are you sure this'll work?
Sure! Last week, I only had one big cookie crumb and I was really hungry. So I put my cookie crumb in the magic wishing shell, then I said the magic wishing word and shook it, and in the morning I had lots of little cookie crumbs!
Patrick, I proclaim that tomorrow is going to be the best day ever.
Good night, SpongeBob.
Good night, Patrick.
The next morning.
Gonna play with robots, gonna play with robots, gonna play with robots, gonna play with... Whoa! Gary, did you do that?
Okay, well, after that crazy intro, as you can see, Plank's Agent's Army of Robots kind of took over Bikini Bottom, and now we have to,
Yeah, Gary, it sure
yeah.
looks like we're in a doozy of a pickle. I think I'm gonna have to learn a lot in order to fix this mess. Meow. What a fantastic idea! These signs will provide important tips to help me out. How do I read the signs? Meow. Oh, okay. Press this button to read the signs. Meow. So if I want to come back and talk to you again, just walk up to you and press this button. I'd better get started now, Gary. I think that this is going to be a very long day.
Okay. So, yeah. We have a cool platformer game to go through, essentially. It's pretty cool, to say the least. These are shiny objects. They are very valuable. And in case you are wondering, by the way, just a little warning, you will need a lot of shiny objects to beat this game, and I mean a lot of them, so a lot of the game is going to be just doing... And this just shows how we can bring up an object slot, which is right here.
Myself a snack, but there's no time! Too pretty. Can't take it!
It's definitely really fun. I'm just reading these so that we don't know what's going on. And no, sorry, I'm not reading this because I've already
Like a
done
spring
stuff.
breeze.
There we go. So that was a golden spatula there. So the main goal of this game is to collect golden spatulas to access new areas, and that's what actually allows you to finish this game. You need 80 to finish the main game, but because this is 100%, we're going to be collecting every single one there is, and some of them can only be
Maybe a
collected...
little bounce on the old bed.
They can only be collected via a certain series of things. Anyways, we'll go ahead and check this. So, we can't go anywhere yet, but, we will be able to go to it later. Press X while on the ground and do a bubble bash attack. The bubble bash attack can set tikis or robots or push buttons directly above them. You see this icon? Stay on it and do a bubble bash attack to rate the tikis directly above them.
Sometimes pushing a simple button is the most satisfying. Push, 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 push. This is where I keep all my old comic books.
Press B in midair and SpongeBob will do a bubble bounce attack. This attack can search tiki or robots that are directly below SpongeBob or push buttons on the ground. SpongeBob may only do the bubble bounce attack move in midair. Okay.
love opening presents. This is where I keep all my old comic books.
This is why and SpongeBob will do a battle sin. SpongeBob may use the battle sin to sash open tikis or push or walls or defeat most robots. SpongeBob may also bubble spin in mid-jump to hit fiends that are high up. So that secondary fetch you didn't really see. When you kill enemies in this game and tikis together.
Keep all my old comic books.
Oh, jeez. There we go. Oh yeah, I forgot this is required. So, that item up there is a sock that is absolutely required for 100%, so it's a good thing I remembered that, otherwise it would have been kind of silly. That being said, it's not proving to be easy by any means.
Another find for Patrick.
There we go. Alright, we got it.
Maybe a little bounce on the old bed.
Okay. SpongeBob may jump by pressing A. Press A while in midair will cause him to double jump for extra height. He can only do it once per full jump though. Alright. So with that, we can get a couple of things outside. The first thing I'm going to do is actually probably one of the more important ones that will get me an extra HP for the first area. It's always nice to get. Now, yes, I am playing on the Switch version. If you play on the PC version, it was a little bit quicker. Because this is a Nintendo Switch version, it takes a little bit longer.
Like the sounds of your own neighborhood.
Go away, SpongeBob. You're polluting my thinking space.
Trying to steal the Krabby Patty formula again, eh, Plankton? Well, you won't get away with it.
I've got bigger fish to fry. I've got to figure out how to regain control of the chum bucket from those robots.
Where did they come from?
Where? I don't know. Not for me, though, that's for sure. They just showed up out of nowhere and started calling me rude names and throwing things.
Of course, we...
They even bent all my spoons. I love those spoons like they were my children.
That's terrible.
Oh, won't you help me stop them? Before they bend all my forks?
Not the forks! Of course I'll help. But wait, I'm supposed to collect a whole lot of golden spatulas.
Golden spatulas, eh? SpongeBob, if you could get me back into the chum bucket, I'll give you a bucket full of golden spatulas. In your dreams.
You've got a deal.
Alright. So,
Oh, sparkly.
So yeah, we are going to be collecting a lot of these. Without them, it can get a little bit tricky.
Hey, SpongeBob! I just dropped by to give you a bubble hand.
Bubble
Okay.
buddy.
You see, you're going to need to learn some new bubble-blowing moves if you're going to journey to the 9th dimension and defeat the giant monkey man.
But all I need to do is figure out how to get rid of these robots.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I've been in the soap bottle a little too long. Where were we?
Something about new bubble moves?
Right! Press this button and you'll launch yourself straight up in the air with bubble power that defeats anything that is directly above you. Try it out!
So yeah, the best way of trying to farm stuff is to get as many points as you possibly can, because the more stuff you defeat together, the more points you get. I'm starting by coming in here because there's a...
ruined a perfectly relaxing mud bath this morning, and now you show up. Can my day get any more dreary?
I am so sorry, Squidward. Patrick and I were just playing a game and...
Oh, I correct myself. I should have known that whole robot problem involved both of you.
Squidward, I don't know what to do. How can I fix everything?
Why don't you move to another town? That should help out more than enough. Move to another town. I cracked me up. But seriously, Just jump around like an idiot. That should at least make me smile.
Of course, I'm gonna do more than that.
Squidward had a lamp?
Of course, I'm gonna do way more than that. I'm gonna...
No, Squidward had a lamp?
My favorite.
Okay, just stop jumping, will you? If you take this golden spatula, will you please go away?
That's like the funniest part, giving his face some moustache.
Don't touch me.
So yeah, we're doing a lot of stuff. Oh, I forgot about this. Alright, that's right. By just...
Patrick needs to do laundry.
That's right, there's a secret for doing that. I will not look up stuff that I've collected unless I absolutely need to. Because I want to try and do most of this on my own time. That being said, I already know how most of the game works, because when I initially found this game, it was kind of a long time ago. And when I found it again, I was watching speedruns, so I'm so used to seeing those right now that it'll probably be really confusing to do anything else. There's your secret. Only now we have to figure out how to get up here. Okay. That's a bad cycle. I'm just gonna wait on that first one. So clearly we're supposed to push that button later. Okay, there we go.
Now I can wear 4 pairs of underwear. This is great. I feel like a new sponge.
There we go. So that actually gave us a golden spatula, which is better than the other thing, and we also got the thing that I was looking for, a upgrade that allows you to take 4 damage instead of 3. Okay, so there's kind of an idea how you're supposed to do the big combo thing. By destroying a lot of tikis together, you can get lots of shiny objects really quickly, and that's really important because we're going to need a lot of shiny objects to beat this game, so much of the game is not really going to be going fast, and it's more going to be about destroying everything and also trying to get as high of a combo as possible. And later when we get to a particular area, which we'll try and rush, by the way.
A place to experience nature at its most raw, and sometimes a bit tender from the stings.
Okay.
Squidward, are you okay?
I don't know how Squidward got here so fast, but let's...
Do I look like I'm okay?
Well,
That's
your
kind
nose
of
does look pretty
surprising.
big. I mean, bigger than usual because it's usually pretty big. And you look clammy. And oh my gosh, you're bald!
I've always been bald, but now I'm stung all over.
Well, according to the Jellyfisher Field Manual, severe jellyfish stings can be treated effectively by applying a thick layer of king jellyfish jelly to the affected areas. King jellyfish?
Well, I guess you're off to scale Sport Mountain and die a horrible death under the vicious tentacles of King Jellyfish. I'll stay here, balled up here in excruciating pain.
You do that! Don't worry, Squidward. I'll bring back that King Jellyfish jelly for you to rub all over yourself.
Alright. So yeah, we're going to have to get a lot of shiny objects really quickly. Probably the best way I know to combo stuff is to either use attacks to hit enemies into other enemies, or use the bomb block or whatever to cause an explosion, and then use the time from that to go to a different spot, and by doing that you can get lots of combos really quickly. And there didn't really open up anything immediately.
Going fishing for robots.
Yeah, so that opened up a secret teleporter is what that just did, and if I manage to get back to that later on in the game, we will also be able to open up our spot. So yeah. And I'm saying that right now because you're probably gonna see a lot of combos. There's also a lot of other strategies, like
Just met the Sponginator.
Like, there's kind of a explanation how you're supposed to do the regular strategy there. You see there, I kicked that enemy into another, and then kick that enemy into another one after that, and that allows us to do some stuff. Yeah, it's really cool. And the only reason why I'm doing this is because of these things. You need to play a lot of shiny objects to get through this game, so I may as well use that time to explore the entire area in the game, because people probably wouldn't like it if I didn't explore the entire area. Which is why I'm going ahead and finding a bunch of stuff here.
Boy, Patrick will be glad to have this back.
Yeah. Now, if you were really smart, there's still quite a few glitches in this game. The original definitely had more, but there's still a lot of glitches that are patched out. I guess while I talk about it, well, I'll just leave that to for you guys to discover. There are some crazy glitches you can pull off if you're really good at this game. Okay, here we have a checkpoint. If you defeat it after activating a checkpoint, we restart the checkpoint instead of the beginning area. I forget where that comes from in our games, but there's lots of 3D games that have stuff like this anyway, so yeah. So probably the biggest changes you can see is if we press ZR, there's no life counter. Yeah, SpongeBob is really beastly in this game. If he dies, he just goes straight back to each area instead of losing any time. If you're in a boss battle, you could potentially lose a lot of time, but other than that, it's pretty straightforward. And here, this is a special thing called a freezy food. Essentially, we can throw it into the spot to cause the river to freeze, which will allow us to get an item later. Because we can't get it right now, though, we'll probably end up waiting a lot longer to get it. The thing I like about this is apparently they improved the combo meter in this game quite a bit. It used to be a little bit more difficult to score combos, if I remember. Definitely not easy, but I found ways to do that. Okay. And yes, even if I don't find anything, it's still technically required to go through all this because, yeah. Okay. Most of these I don't even know if they have items there or not. Okay, well, honestly, it'd be kind of silly for it to not at least have a sock. So, all of the socks, once you turn 10 of them into them, you get an extra golden spatula, which is the reason why we're collecting those as well. Otherwise, we wouldn't even bother. Make it glitch, yeah. Having 4 hits is definitely a lot better than having nothing, which is the main reason why I wanted to pick it up as soon as possible, because
Like a new sponge.
the sooner you get it, the lesser chance of dying.
Gary? What's shaking?
Alright.
Meow. Meow. Wow, a bungee jump for a golden spatula. I must
Okay.
be in heaven.
Alright. This is a bungee jump. SpongeBob can bungee from it. To bungee from the bungee hook, just jump up and touch it. To dive downward, just press A. To exit the bungee hook, press B. There we go. Don't necessarily need all the shiny objects. I'm more or less just interested in any golden statues or sucks I can find, but I will definitely pick up as many as I can on the way.
I love opening presents. It shines. Take that!
Alright.
Just my size.
I thought I could get up to that, but apparently not with that. Alright.
Fresh like a spring breeze. I feel like a new sponge.
Okay. So this is just a mini game that you can do for another sock, which is the main reason why we have to come here twice, because you cannot actually finish it until later. Whoop. Jeez, I got stuck for a second. Okay. Alright. I think I have to go all the way to the top to there normally. I know there have been tricks to get to certain spots earlier than you're supposed to be, but I don't really know how to do that properly since I'm playing this game for the very first time, to be fair. The only reason why I know stuff is, in case you didn't already know, this is literally identical to the original Bikini Bottom. It'd be hard to notice the differences, except for a lot of the textures look a little bit better in this game, and a lot of other stuff has been changed as well. This too. SpongeBob and Patrick can't swim, so don't let them fill in goo. Which is basically the instant death of this game. Or from Mario, or if you remember me when I played Mario 64, it's basically the lava. So yeah, I don't want to deal with that. Okay, there we go. Now we can, now we're getting somewhere. Alright. Well, okay, that's automatic.
Patrick needs to do laundry.
Cool. Well, the shiny object farming so far has gone really well. We already have quite a few shiny objects the last time. One big thing that changed seems to be they seem to have made shiny object farming slightly easier, if you ask me. Alright. So here we have the Duplicator itself. To get anywhere into the game, you have to destroy these things. And these are basically like your infinite respawning things. While these are up at any point, the robots will just keep on coming no matter what. Okay. Okay, there we go.
Wow! Mermaid Man! I have all your comics and toys and mail.
Huh? What? Oh, yeah, it's that Sponge Kid. And now, what was I supposed to tell you?
That Patrick is surrounded by robots and needs my help.
Huh? Oh, no. I think it had something to do with massaging my feet.
Well, if massaging your feet will save Patrick, then massage I must.
Help! They're making me hit myself!
Massaging your feet isn't working. I think I'd better try a more direct approach.
By clipping my toenails?
Here I come, Patrick!
Yeah, you're not really that helpful, it seems like. Poor Mermaid Man. Just a little bit of a warning, by the way. Not all of the voices for the original were actually kept. Some of the voice actors have died, so they actually had to replace a couple of them. I forget, but I know Krabs is one of them, and I think Mermaid Man's another one, so you might not remember the same one. Anyways, we found a slide, which is basically our Mario 64 slide, sort of, but with jumps. We need to go down these to collect a lot of stuff. It's also possible to get a lot of stuff here. There's also multiple paths to go.
Another find for Patrick.
Okay, well that was definitely needed.
That was a ton of fun. I should do it again sometime.
Now the cool thing is there's boxes like right next to each other, so if you get enough speed you could just get stuff multiple times. And also, yeah, that's a really fun side. We're going back through it though because we missed one of the things from before. But there are different paths you can take.
Boy,
there we go.
Patrick will be glad to have this back.
Okay. You need to get Ratchet to help him, but he's unreachable. Maybe these switches will clear the way. The robots are guarding him heavily. You'll have to battle through. Now, there's lots of skips in the game. In fact, in the original game, there's one skip where you don't even have to do this entire section at all. You could just jump across to the other side using a little cheat and not have to kill any robots at all. It's kind of interesting. Oh, and yes, the explosions of the that's getting destroyed. Yeah, that harms you. So
Fresh like a spring breeze.
So you have to be extra careful as a result. It seems silly to kill them when they respawn, but obviously because I need a lot of shiny objects, it makes sense. Okay, there we go. We made it to Patrick, which will allow us to play as a secondary character. Yeah, that's right. SpongeBob isn't the only character in this game. You get to play as multiple, and that's probably one of the best parts about this game is
SpongeBob.
you get to play as some of your favorites.
Thank goodness you're safe, Patrick.
Well, of course, SpongeBob. Why wouldn't I be?
Well, the robots and the...
Oh yeah, I found this for you. I don't know what it is, but it looks important.
Thanks, Patrick. I tell you what, all that running around has left me pooped. Why don't you continue on for a bit?
Okay. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy!
Yeah. Patrick does a lot of stuff different. He loses a spin in the form of a belly roll, and also he can pick up objects. Like this throw fruit. We have to press B to pick it up, and then throw it at a nearby object to destroy it. It can push buttons, destroy tikis, and damage robots. A fruit will wilt after a few seconds, though, so that's really important. Alright. So there we go. What's this showing? Hachi could also pick up and throw tikis, but only tikis that don't have other tikis stacked on top of them. Okay, that's really cool. This is a bus stop. You may switch between playing SpongeBob or playing Patrick at a bus stop, or in some cases a completely different character, depending on what you're doing. And here, there's us picking up the tikis.
Pretty sparkly thingy. Woo! Up we go!
So, that tutorial that I'm skipping is just showing you that you can throw the fruit elsewhere, in addition to just throwing it on different spots. So, yeah, you can throw fruit up steps and climb them, and then throw it again, which is really interesting. And then we have our final thing shortly after. This is a special Patrick teeter-totter that only Patrick can use. Patrick pick up a fruit, stand on the pink starfish, then throw the fruit at the target side. Patrick will then be thrown across to the other side of the lake. Like that. Looks pretty cool, right? This is a thunder secret. When Patrick touches, it'll begin to storm, and after a few seconds, it'll go boom. Don't be near it when it goes boom. Fun fact, though, you can still pick those up. So, you can do that and throw it, and you can use it to create combos if you're good with throwing. Oh, and that just sends you back, so no reason to use that any more than once, I guess. Okay. The thing I like about this is, out of all some of the other games that I've played, this platform's probably the most chiller.
Where you going?
The rock is talking to me.
Okay.
Almighty rock, I am at your command.
Down here, you big pink lummox.
Oh, hi there, Mr. Plankton. Are you going to vaporize me today?
So very tempting. Unfortunately, I found myself in the undesirable position of having to assist you.
I was in an undesirable position yesterday, and now my neck hurts.
Heed my words, my large future minion. Go into Jellyfish Cave. Follow the instructions on the signs that you see. At the end of the caves, you'll still be a big pink idiot, but you'll know enough to help defeat the robots and get me back into the chum bucket.
Well, then will you vaporize me?
I might spare your life so I can force you to work in my sweatshop making low-quality design and knockoff wallets.
Oh, thank you!
Alright. This one we have to hit with a belly flop. If we jump up in the air and press B, Patrick will just belly flop down to the ground. Damaging tikis or pressing buttons will him like this. Very interesting, I like it.
Ooh, scary dark cave. go!
Okay, hang on.
Ooh, a present in every one!
Okay. There we go. I forget what this says. Oh yeah, he can just pick up another fruit and throw it again. So he can essentially use the same fruit as he has as he wants to. It's just kind of cool. Oh, yeah, that's right. I need Sunshine for that. Just because the icon's there doesn't mean I can pick it up necessarily right away. How about I just go through this and find out stuff later? Okay, Edge took quite a bit of damage there. Alright.
That's much better. I don't think SpongeBob's underwear fits quite right.
Okay. Patrick can also jump on throw fruit to get to higher places, apparently, as well. Yeah. You may stack throw fruit as well by throwing one throw fruit on top of another. This will allow him to get even higher. Interesting. It's nice to know.
Sure gotta carry a lot of stuff around.
There we go.
So bright, so shiny. Ouch! Kaboom! Ouch! That's much better.
And yes, I'm running into those on purpose because I can use all the shiny objects in the world, you know. I could always jump over them, but that would be kind of silly. Unless I didn't have much health left to begin with. Okay, so this, I believe, gives the actual proper tutorial on the Freezy Fruit. Yep, this is Freezy Fruit. Patrick can pick up Freezy Fruit and throw it. Freezy Fruit will temporarily freeze goo. Patrick can also slide on frozen goo until it thaws. Ooh. Like this.
Oh, goody, another one.
If Patrick belly flops near robots, he can damage or stun them. Slow robots will simply be defeated by Patrick's belly block. Larger robots will be stunned for a short period of time. So yeah, you can do this to take out enemies, which is cool. Patrick may also use throw fruit to defeat robots as well, so like this.
Wait as a whistle.
Okay, there we go.
I don't think SpongeBob's underwear fits quite right.
Patrick may even pick up robots he's stunned and throw them into other robots. Ooh. But I actually have a better use than just doing that. If you stun a robot and then press B to pick it up, you can throw it at a switch in addition to doing that. That being said, it looks like I have to stun both of them if I want to do stuff.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy!
There we go. Alright. Next area. Yes, Patrick has to do this entire area normally. You can get to it as SpongeBob, but it's quite a bit different. It's also not really made for him the first time.
Squidward tells me you're looking for the king jellyfish.
Yes?
Good thing, too. That monster has been stinging all my good customers in their poop decks. I hear that you can find him up top of Old Sport Mountain here. Go hook that beast, sailor.
Okay.
Oh boy, Mr. Krabs. I'll see what I can do. Ooh, wooden presents.
Okay. This is our first robot that takes multiple hits to defeat, by the way. One hit just knocks him back, while the second hit actually properly defeats him. And oh, by the way, we're not done with Patrick just yet. We actually have to use him again to do our check in a minute. But first, we get to do a cool combo here. It's always nice when you can use those fender tikis to get a really good combo going, as you can set up a really good combo.
Hello, Mrs. Puff.
Okay.
Hello, Patrick. I've got a job for you to do.
Oh boy.
I found a golden spatula, but those robots out on the island stole it and threw it into the lake. If you can figure out how to get it back, you're welcome to it.
Sure enough, Mrs. Puff.
In case you're wondering, yes, we have to pick up robots and throw them into this one by one.
Robot go boom. How many of these do I have to carry?
And yes, that thing throws out robots. We belly flop them to stun them. Almost done. Alright. We drained the lake at the very least. Okay, I got it. Now, if we want to really go for this game quick, the best way I found to go for it decently quick is to try and get your upgrades as early as possible, which in this game you have to get by beating a series of bosses, and now we can actually swap characters, or at least we want to. Because we need SpongeBob for the next upcoming battle.
I love opening presents. It shines.
Okay. And continuing on. This is a shush tiki. SpongeBob will have to sneak up in order to destroy it. To sneak, move the L stick, or just put the set L. Patrick may also throw things at it for a distance.
Take that!
Just like this. Okay. Nice to know.
Just my size.
Okay, nice. And yes, the combo could go even higher than that. As you kill more things at the same time, you get more spatulas and or shiny objects. I mean, yeah, I meant to say shiny objects. It's easy to get them mixed up when you're used to seeing one or the other.
I get it. Tartar sauce. The horror.
Okay. Unbob should come back here later when he knows the Cruiseville move. Okay. Interesting. Alright. Okay, we're continuing on for this pretty well, I think. Okay. This is Stone Cheeky. It cannot be destroyed by ordinary moves, but it can be blown up by Thunder Tikis.
I feel like a new sponge. Fresh like a spring breeze.
There's your super monster combo, by the way. Okay. There you go. More shiny object gates. This one's actually one of the lowest ones, so you don't necessarily have to do a lot of farming. It's preferred to do it, though, because we still need to pay shiny objects to Mr. Krabs at some point if we want to get, some more, spatulas, so that's really important. Ultimately, we need 80 golden spatulas to beat the game, but there's more that we can collect, and upwards, I believe, around 120 if we play through the entire game. Another super monster combo.
I feel like a new sponge. Hey, you! Patrick needs to do laundry.
Okay. Oh, I do it getting really close. I think. I like it. We're almost at the boss. Soon we'll be at King Jellyfish, probably.
I love opening presents.
Oh. There's your first staff. Thankfully, they are really quick and don't really harm you much. Especially since we literally just unlocked that champ point, so it's not gonna really make a big difference, I think.
I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. Ouch!
Okay, this guy's kind of annoying. This guy was being kind of annoying, actually. Don't like it one bit when they do that, but sometimes you just have to deal with it or whatever. Okay. Alright, well, we're actually getting close to the point where we won't be able to do anything. So we can actually travel to individual spatulas in this game out of all things, which is kind of crazy. So, yeah. Beyond that, though, I'm just going to leave it at this, guys. Leave a like if you enjoyed this, cut, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video where we continue playing through, sort of a blind playthrough, sort of not. It's essentially, there could be Battle for Bikini Bottom on a Switch as Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. That being said, though, I still am playing this for the first time, so it's probably going to be slower. But anyways, leave a like if you guys enjoyed this game, comment, rate, subscribe, and I will see you guys later in the next video. Bye.